change like 3 words for the Sonic Forces one, and then the other one is pretty much always the same. Because it's really easy to make Sonic Forces jokes.
What happened last week?
We fought bugs, and now we're in the. We fought bugs.
Okay.
We are in the mansion. You are not.
You were chicken shit
we'll
the
get to
entire
that.
time.
We'll get to that.
What happened?
The last thing you remember
Yes.
is coming upon a caravan of travelers who were being besieged by some underground burrowing creatures.
Okay.
5 smallish, 2 large-ish, and underground.
Okay.
You remember wiping most of the smaller ones out with a cone of cold, thinking it was really fantastic, and then seeing the 2 larger ones with centipede-like bodies and like cobra-like fin heads rising out of the ground, beginning to attack you, and immediately putting on the ring of petrification.
Okay.
You were a fossil the entire time.
You survived. You made it 1 round without putting the ring of petrification on. It was very impressive.
Nice.
Until it wasn't. And that's the last thing you remember, is putting the ring on. Wait.
No. We did take it off.
They took the ring off briefly at the end of combat. But then they told you that there was a zombie one behind you, and you put the ring back on.
And you got punched in the face.
While I was a statue? Or?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, we slapped the shit out of you.
Well, I tried to, but I rolled a 1 and I hit Rogar.
Yeah, she tried to slap the shit out of you, but slapped him instead. It was very hilarious.
So after you put the ring on the second time,
Dove down the sand dune, put the ring on in the meantime, and that's the last thing you remember.
Okay.
Because you've been petrified ever since.
Okay.
So
For the rest of you,
overnight, he might be covered in sand at this point. We might not be able to find you.
it is entirely possible.
And I lost
And
my
I am
bear
about to roll
dagger.
for that.
Wouldn't be
You guys.
that fast.
There's a sandstorm overnight.
Do.
Oh god.
And I lost my bear dagger
You might be able to find it.
because of a crappy roll.
You could have searched for it, but you
I kind of had other...
Kind of died.
Yeah, it wasn't the most important thing at the moment.
Okay, so you guys wake up the next morning. The fellows that you had saved earlier are already up, still attending to some of their wounds, just talking amongst themselves in their large room. The servants, you were never warned in the middle of the night, so it would seem they never left their room or did anything unseemly. So, you 3 are awake. Muse is still sleeping.
I'm gonna go find my dagger now.
Good luck.
Okay.
I'll go outside, see if
Alrighty.
Ren is buried.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
I'll scratch my ass while doing it.
Yay for multitasking.
Let's stay on the mansion in case the
You said
caravan people
perception?
do anything.
Uh-huh.
Oh shit.
I think I
12.
dice tonight.
12. You don't see him.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Well, I go back inside. I'm like, hey guys.
These are long desert dunes that are right next to a coast, so there's a lot of wind going on.
Hey guys, I think we lost
Especially at
Red.
night.
We kind of fucked up, I guess. He's buried. He's lost to the sands of time. I don't know.
She's busy looking for her dagger.
Do you need me to come help you look?
Yeah. Where was the last place we put him so we can start digging?
Do I have to roll?
You will.
Somewhere?
You should roll an investigation check.
Shit.
Okay, we're all back to full health, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Good, I'm not at 1
I don't
anymore.
think you guys spent any hit die anyway.
And I've got all my rages back. Yay!
I guess I should update my sheet.
I'm using the pink dice tonight. Mix it up a bit. Investigation. 21.
21. You do think you remembered where it was, and you start digging in that area. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Being impressed with dagger demons.
As you begin digging through the sand where you think it was,
19.
you do, after a couple minutes of digging, feel something sharp cut your finger,
Ow.
and you do manage to take.
Do I have to make a roll to see if I
you
turn
do
into a...
have to
No! Shit! Okay, so let's see. I actually have to beat a 15, I think. Oh boy. This is gonna be bad. Let's see. Constitution saving throw. Nope. I rolled a 3. Plus 5. So I guess I'm a bear then.
She's a bear.
I found it.
Wait, she's a what?
I'm
You
a bear
hear-
now.
You guys are busy looking for Ren. You see her digging out of the corner of you guys' eye, and all of a sudden you hear her exclaim, "I found it!" as it turns into a bear's growl.
Oh boy.
Son of a bitch. Alright, well, let's stop with Ren and let's help her out. How did we fix her last time?
This is
I'm
the
a
first time I've
grizzly
seen
bear
this
from-
happen.
Alright, shit, you weren't there.
So I was probably morphed into a grizzly bear, so I'll be that way.
Well,
for
hang
next.
on, don't quite spoil it for them.
Oh.
Do you know how the item works?
No, I have no idea. Well, I guess I'll pick up the dagger
Mm-hmm.
since I see it and I'm like, okay. Well, this is going in the bag of holding.
Okay.
I
What are you
could
doing now that you're a bear?
I could just cast Dispel Magic.
Yeah, you can try it. I don't know. I don't remember the last time she turned into a bear. She kind of died.
How much health does the bear have?
Wasn't enough. You could try dispelling the magic to see if it works.
Okay. I cast.
Also, I heard you know Facebook, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
She has just made it home.
She's probably not coming here then.
yeah. So I cast Dispel Magic on her.
Okay. I need you to roll a ability check using your spellcasting ability, which, as a sorcerer, I believe is wisdom. Is it
No,
wisdom?
it's Charisma.
It's charisma. Okay.
13.
13. It does not succeed.
Oh.
Is it 13 plus your charisma one?
No, that was with the modifier.
Yeah, nope, doesn't succeed. She is still a bear.
Well, we'll see. I don't know. I don't want to kill her.
It can only
She
last
just
so
died.
long, right?
Don't kill.
Wait, we have the cauldron.
We do have the cauldron.
I don't think that's gonna help.
I mean, it'll do it after you die. Alright, we'll just leave it. Alright, I'm gonna look at her face and I'll be like, can you find Ren with your nose?
Just nod. Okay, I need the monster manual.
Could you tell me what that turns you into a grizzly bear?
Yes.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm. That'd be in the monster manual, right? Right?
Yeah, basically. You have advantage on wisdom checks that rely on smell.
Okay. So would that be under G or B?
I can tell you. I have it up.
Oh, I just.
Uh, But your stats don't change because it's a perception check.
And I have advantage. Or efficiency. So.
Yeah, you have whatever your perception mod is, and you have advantage on the roll.
Whoa. Well, that's a 1.
Alrighty.
That's a 2.
No. Yeah, so it turns out it's hard to smell things when they've A, been turned to stone, B, in a desert. So yeah, and you're just not used to being a bear. despite having done so once before. So just very difficult.
All right.
Can I try again?
She was like,
Damn. All right. Well, do you remember where we left him?
Maybe? What should I roll? Perception? Joe?
yeah, perception.
Nope.
Okay, guys.
Well, unless an 11's enough.
No. No. Not quite. I mean, you. Do you remember where Ren was?
He's at the bottom of one of the hills.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Can I roll to see
You
if
don't see him at all.
Can I
but
roll
you-
to see if I remember where he was?
You may. You can roll an investigation check.
15?
13?
15, 13. The two of you do start digging around, and you think you're in the right area, but you don't make any progress. And about 15 minutes in, you've dug about 3 feet deep and like 5 feet wide. You haven't found it yet.
It's over. He's lost to the sands of time. Maybe we should
Do
go
you want
ask.
to keep digging, or do you want to give up, search another area?
I tap the sending stone or whatever. I'm like, Ren, wait.
No, wait, we should use mine. Because yours isn't
Oh
connected
yeah,
to Ren's.
mine's yours.
So we start talking through my sending
You
stone.
hear it. I'm not Ren.
No.
We
It
know.
doesn't actually work that way, but still.
Yeah.
So instead, we start talking through my sending stone.
Still doesn't work.
So
No response. Everybody
Right.
else hears it, except Ren.
Well, yes, but can we hear where his sending stone is?
No, that's not how it
No.
works.
Sorry.
I make walkie-talkie motions, but it's
not
really a
actually a
message telepathically, basically. People can't physically hear. Well, this is one way to start off the session.
Yeah. Let's go ask the other guys and see if they remember where we left the statue.
At this point, one of them, the one who had been essentially the voice yesterday when you had been speaking to them, has been at the door for a little while, just wondering what you guys are doing. So you approach him.
Yeah.
You guys need help with anything?
We're trying to find our statue buddy.
Right.
Remember the guy that was on the hill?
Uh-huh.
Do a bunch of cold stuff.
I vaguely remember him.
You remember kind of about where he
I do
was?
remember him turning into a statue at least a couple times.
Yep. Trying to find him because we kind of don't remember where we left him.
But, well, it looks like they're almost in the right spot, doesn't it?
Kind of, but we keep missing.
Do you have any more powerful magics or anything?
I ain't got no wind.
We can try to help dig, but not much, and we have a schedule to keep.
Yeah.
Technically, not that really matters without a wagon. I must say thank you again for letting us stay with you. We really appreciate your help.
There's no
If there's
problem.
anything we can do to try and repay you, just let us know.
How well
Was there always a bear
No,
with you?
no. But it's friendly, don't worry about it.
it'll wear off.
We think.
Probably.
Do I want to know?
No.
Okay then.
How well would Eldritch Blast work at clearing away sand?
It would do somewhat well, but because it's not a very large or wide spell, it
Yeah.
would mostly just get displaced. It'd take a lot of time to actually make progress with it. You'd be better off with a shovel.
Okay.
I ain't got nothing.
No.
I can like prestidigitation 3 gusts of wind, and just
We could just keep casting that over and over again.
yeah, we could be uncovering him, or we could be burying him more. That's the problem.
Well, we know we're kind of close.
I could try sniffing him out again.
Where's Katie? She can dig, or Muse. She can dig him up.
We could wake her up.
Well, can I try sniffing him out again?
Sure. Try one more time.
Nice. Ooh, shit.
This scent's probably gone.
No. Stone has a scent. Natural 20.
Do you know what stone smells like as a bear?
Mm-mm.
I mean, I guess I'd have my
What's the total on the roll with a 20?
perception, right?
Mm-hmm.
26. That's the best roll.
Go ahead
I
and
can
roll
get.
one more time.
11.
Is that the number on the dice?
5 is the number of the dice.
You try. You stop digging for a bit to see if you can just pick up the smell, see if there's anything that smells a little funky, but you don't really pick anything up. It's again, because you're not really used to smelling things, it's kind of hard to discern whether anything in the area smells different enough to be red or not. Especially since there's still dead carcasses over.
Well,
Well,
that was my
some
best
of
shot.
them are poking out, some of them aren't.
Just
This
keep
guy's
digging.
always causing problems.
At this point, Katie walks out basically and says, "Hey guys, what's going on?"
We lost Ren.
Yeah, we lost Red.
What? We lost Ren? How did that happen?
Well, he kind of decided to stay a statue.
And
we did do that.
and we put him out.
We
Oh,
left
can't
him
What
talk.
do you
outside.
mean we can't find him?
Nope.
no, there's kind of sandstorm or something overnight.
No.
I know. Terrible loss. Sands of time.
It's a really great impression, right?
You think you could
Just doing
like?
my best, Stefan. Oh, that's so terrible.
Do you think you could like dig through the sand or something?
Well, I can try.
We think we kind of got close with this big ass hole here.
I mean, it looks kind of close. She goes ahead and uses. Wait a second. What's the maximum CR she can use?
Half of her level.
Mm-hmm.
So 6.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know if she's used this form before. Wait a minute. She can get forms that she hasn't seen before?
I don't know. I've never played a druid.
Remember all the rules.
Come on, DM.
This is hard. This is really hard, okay? She dies.
Rip. It's all over.
It's really hard, guys. Just the strain of trying to turn into an animal.
She's turned into stuff she hasn't seen before.
She turned into a T-Rex. Yeah, fuck it. She turns into an Earth Elemental. She finds him in like 5 seconds.
I was gonna say, couldn't she just conjure an earth elemental and do the same thing?
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, that makes sense too.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she just turns into an Earth Elemental and is like, doesn't even move, just kind of picks him up from out of the ground.
Can you put him in like
Statue
halfway into the ground?
Oh.
And make sure his hand's
Maybe-
still sticking
yeah,
up.
just make sure his hand's still out.
Oh boy.
It'd be funny.
I just shake my head.
No, she just pops him on the ground.
Don't
And
find
his big rock elemental fingers reach around the finger, and they take the ring off.
Zombie!
You're surrounded by a bear, 2 of your party members, and an earth elemental standing above you with your ring.
Zombie!
The earth elemental goes and hands you the ring.
Hey.
She's trying to give you the ring.
Hey, Muse.
She turns back to Muse. Hi.
Oh.
You're not a stone anymore.
Oh, I thought that was.
No.
Then who's that?
Lila.
Yeah. I don't know what happened. What happened?
I think she was digging for her knife.
And pricked herself.
Possibly, I don't know.
Oh,
Oh, I guess so. I don't know. I don't remember how.
Look, it's
to
just your
dispel
neighborhood
it.
friendly bear. Don't
Yeah,
worry about
What
it.
time of day was it when I last?
It was evening.
Okay. Hey,
Problem.
did it get brighter?
No. You were so used to being a statue, you like lost sight for a little while. You just think it's brighter because you just came out of your stone.
You
Make
have
a
no sense of
deception
time.
check and contest that to your insight with advantage.
Can I help with the deception?
You may. So you can roll with advantage. You can both roll with advantage.
Oh, so I get a roll too?
No. If you're helping him, it's still his luck.
Damn it. I should have been the one lying.
16.
Waiting for the roll.
Yeah, I'm trying to find something online because mine are over there.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Damn it, Walker.
Okay. Oh right, I have advantage. Over 20, I think.
Damn.
Yeah, he's not buying it. Yeah, they totally
You have a
left you out.
+9.
They totally
That's
left you out
+10.
overnight.
What the hell, guys?
Look.
Why is it morning?
You're also covered in a lot of sand.
I hate you guys so much.
Look.
Do you not remember us slapping the shit out of you?
Oh no, you remember that.
Oh wait, when was?
When they took off the ring the first time.
Okay, so they just took it off, slapped me.
And then somebody tricked you into thinking there was a zombie. You put the ring back on again. And that's the last thing you remember.
Didn't you conjure up like
I
an
cast
illusion?
illusion. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I fucking hate you guys so much.
That's what you get for being a little shit.
Yeah. If you didn't pussy out of the fight, we wouldn't
I
have this
killed
problem.
things before I did that.
We all kill things.
It's like
That's
Killed
what
more of
we
them.
do.
Killed more of them.
That's just 'cause you
It
went
still
for it.
only counts as one.
You cast one spell and then
Yes,
Yes.
it's a really awesome spell.
Congrats. Congrats.
hang on.
You killed the babies.
Now, in fairness, he cast 2 spells.
the same spell twice.
No, he cast a fireball.
That did nothing. Maybe.
Let's not try and diminish his hard work, guys.
Like, we all killed stuff. We had somebody
Yeah.
die.
Yeah. It was hard work bringing her back to life.
and now
It's
she's a
going to
bear.
be harder work for me.
And now she's a bear.
Oh god, it's been balanced a little bit better.
Oh no.
Yeah. We decided that the cauldron needed.
Balancing
Not the
because
OP.
it was broken.
Mhm. Let's just say that if it works, it might not work the way you think anymore.
Be right back, guys. Bathroom break.
You will come back to life. Bye.
So it's for the
Are they
fly
gonna
or
lose a
whatever.
level? Maybe.
You become a random character.
Who knows? Maybe it's reincarnation.
Maybe you come back with only one arm. You should just have a table that you roll on for what happens.
Oh, I will.
Hopefully we don't die today then. Because he doesn't have it yet.
I have it up here.
Oh.
Which just means it'll be even more random.
Yeah. Alright. Well, we found him, guys.
Woo.
Can I take your ring? You don't need it.
No,
You don't need it.
I'm keeping it.
You don't need it.
I don't care.
Goodness. This guy. Alright, well, I don't even know which direction we need to go into anymore.
Well, we know that way.
Well,
where the
where
sun
are you all
rises.
headed?
Atlantis.
Headed to Atlantis.
Yep.
No,
going around, seeing the sights.
We're heading north, right?
Yeah, I think it's just north from here.
Essentially, yes. It depends on how you want to get there. If you want to cross the Atlantean Sea by boat, you'll head north, you'll hit the coast. You could probably hop a ferry from Carmina Gadalica. You'll have to venture a little bit east and around the coastline for that. Obviously, you have a lot of desert in between.
Yeah. As you can see, we don't
That
have a
makes
wagon.
2 of us.
Yep. And we don't have a wagon. So we were probably just gonna walk.
I think once our mage gets back on his feet, we'll try and have him help us out a bit. I think he can get us back. Maybe.
Maybe.
Hey, even though I'm a bear, can I still fly?
No.
Aw.
It's
No.
very hard to take out anything out of a bag with paws. Let
You
alone hold the bag in the first place.
Yeah. You need thumbs.
Thumbs are overrated.
Well, you said your mage can handle it.
I think so.
Think so.
He's still resting. He hasn't been very conscious ever since yesterday, so we're still kind of waiting on that one.
Yeah. I guess we can chill here for a little bit until he gets back up on his feet, because if I leave, the portal leaves and he would just come falling out. That'd be bad.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guys, what do you want to do? We've got a couple of hours, it seems like, until we need to start walking again.
You could make us a wag.
Oh,
I have creation.
I can't really put my 2 cents in since I'm a bear.
you have creation? I don't know what that does.
I
Afraid that's outside of my bardic skills.
I can create non-living objects
Fancy. You can create.
up to a 5-foot cube.
You can create a really small wagon.
I could pull the wagon.
We do have a bear, but I was thinking more for them. They can get a wagon if they need one, or are you gonna teleport, or maybe have your mage teleport you?
No, I think he prepared for something like this. I think he can summon a horse.
Ah. Can you create 2 wagons?
He should be able to create enough horses for all of us, if that makes things alright with you all.
Ah.
So, for what it's worth, we're already indebted to you as it is. I think we'll be okay on our own.
Need water?
Most of our rations are still intact, and we all have water skins.
Oh, okay.
I thank you for your concern.
Yeah, we are good, or we try to be good people.
Usually.
Well, it's good to know. You know, I'll have to be honest. When I saw all of you coming in over that dune yesterday, I was a little bit worried that we'd run into a pack of spies. Because that's a... Well, let's just say that non-humans are not very common in the Empire right now.
We're
although
not
I'm
stealthy
sure you
enough
all
to be
already know
spies.
that. Dire times we live in.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Yep.
Did we get his name?
I don't think we did.
Asking Joe for questions that he didn't have the answer to.
His name is Thief Captain Number 1.
Thief Captain number 1.
Mm-hmm.
That's an excellent name.
My name is Byron.
Byron?
Byron.
Byron Saxton. Alright. Alright, Byron. Well, it was nice meeting you.
It's a pleasure to meet you all.
Yep.
I will say, I was feeling a little bit bad and figured I owed you at least something, so I appreciate your help. If you need anything in any major city, you should be able to find a guard and just slip through this.
Okay.
He hands you a piece of parchment that's sealed with black and red sort of swirled wax and has a symbol that looks like 3 arrowheads imprinted on the seal.
Okay. That's cool. interesting.
We owe
facts.
you our lives, strangers, and we could not be more grateful. Yes, thank you too, bear person.
You remember the big girl that had the sword?
Yes.
That's
Is
her.
she a bear most of the time?
No.
No.
I see. To each their own.
It's just an unfortunate.
Whatever floats your boat.
It was just an unfortunate.
There are no boats here.
Took a dagger to the hand.
Oh, I was thinking, does it have to be? Do you have to be stabbed, or is it any type of contact with the?
You do have to
Dagger.
take damage. You
Gotcha.
technically took 1 point of damage.
Oh,
Pricked your finger.
Mm-hmm.
at least I didn't fall into a deathly sleep. I was turned into a bear.
Alright, well.
For 24 hours.
Oh, thanks for spoilers.
Yeah.
Sorry. I thought you guys remembered that.
We spent like.
Never seen this dagger before.
Yeah, she's never seen it. I don't remember because we killed you last time.
Sorry.
I mean, there are ways to find out for sure.
Yeah. She'll be alright. She'll be a bear.
I could just cast Identify on the dagger.
She'll be alright.
I just stand up on my hind legs and put my bear paws on my hips.
Just make a dexterity saving throw, if you would, because standing is a trick that bears have to learn over a little bit of time, and it's not easy on sand.
Okay. Dexterity.
Rolls for comedy's sake.
13.
13. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
It works. She just goes.
Alright, well, I guess we're waiting here until your mage wakes up. Back into the house, guys. We have provisions.
Can I fit in there?
Yeah,
Yes.
you can fit in the door.
Okay.
If you could fit in beforehand, you can still fit in. Alright, so you're just waiting until that wears off then?
Yeah, until the dude wakes up.
Alright. What's the card say again?
Oh, for her to. We're not waiting on her. We're
Yeah, we're not waiting on her. We're waiting on the mage to wake up so that we don't leave them abandoned in the middle of the desert.
Hmm.
We're nice people.
Okay. Cool. Alright, yeah, it only takes him. He was starting to wake up as he had come outside, but had still been a little bit under the weather. So they're still sort of patching him up and, funnily enough, destroying some of the bedposts in the mansion to try and make like a makeshift
Oh no.
set of crutches for the guy.
Oh no. Oh no. I tell them that's gonna end badly.
How so?
Because once you walk out that door, those crutches will disappear.
The mage starts laughing, but you can tell it hurts.
What about some pieces from the wagon?
Yeah, we can get you some pieces from the destroyed wagon.
Oh, that'd work.
Right.
He just sits back down on the bed. Oh.
I fixed the bed. And go and get
Okay.
chunks of wood.
Yeah. The others are. There's one of them who's like got an eye that's still bandaged and wrapped up, and another one sort of has a hurt arm, but they still go out and help because the only one with an injured leg is the wizard at this point. So they all come out and start helping, and it only takes about an hour before they have a functional prop of sorts.
Yep. Yeah, that would have been bad. Wouldn't have. You would have been hurting if you'd walked out that door.
Alright. Okay. I think I got this. And he goes ahead and starts casting the spell. This only takes several minutes. And so he just is standing there. Takes him about 10 minutes, but eventually you guys see the sand start to swirl up in front of him, and as the sand settles down, there is a magical, very large, pristine stallion standing there.
How many of those do you need?
We can probably make do with 2.
Well,
Speaking of, number 2. And he starts making a second one.
Alright. You gonna make the wagon for us to travel, or?
Way to go, mage number 1.
Or are
I
we walking?
can, or we can just walk.
It's up to you, I don't care.
Is the wagon gonna be that much faster?
I mean, it could be. Will this wagon even really work that well in the desert?
Probably not. It's also gonna be a very small wagon.
Yeah.
It would arguably work better than walking, but that's up to you guys.
It is hilly. Sand dunes, wagon.
Well, we can try and fly. Anybody got a way of making us fly? Other than, I can make a couple of us fly. She can. Once she's a person, she got boots.
Muse can transform and fly.
Moose can transform and fly.
So
I can transform and fly.
I can transform.
We can all fly. Except for the bear.
Well,
There's
I don't have my own form of flight yet.
And mine technically only lasts an hour.
Hey, I think yours lasts longer than mine. Wherever my cards went.
Right in front of you?
Nope, those are. There they are. They're underneath the notebook. Think happy thoughts. Think happy thoughts.
I like point my paw like at the bag of holding.
Not the bag of holding?
Would the one that would have been on your person
Yes.
and would have been transformed into a bear along with you?
Oh.
Can I try casting Dispel Magic again?
You may.
Yeah. My flight only lasts 10 minutes.
21?
That does it.
Ah! Yay! I can talk
Hey.
All of a
again.
sudden, you're a person that's standing on all fours.
Oh.
Ah.
Well. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyway, I was gonna say, besides my boots, I also have the bag of pixie dust.
Yeah, that would work.
Yeah.
If we can all think happy thoughts.
I'm always thinking happy thoughts.
I'm not. Alright. Well, we can give that a try and zoom on out of here.
I like how it says, you can spend an action to sprinkle some pixie dust over yourself.
Oh, yourself.
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 Yourself. Alright, well then we can do that. And you try it. How long does it last? Have you ever actually successfully used it?
No.
Oh shit.
You can cast the fly spell on yourself for 1 hour.
Oh, lasts longer
Thinking
than normal
negative
fly.
thoughts while flying will force the user to make a wisdom saving throw, DC 16, or drop the spell.
Oh.
How would you determine what we're thinking?
Well, it depends on what's going on.
Depends on conversation.
Thunderstorm!
Talk about kittens and puppies and
Yep. So, what are you guys doing then?
Alright, we want to try the dust? Or we want to transform and...
Why don't we try the dust first?
Alright, let's try the dust.
Alright.
Okay.
So I'll take the dust out of the bag of holding. Who needs it?
Everybody. We're all going to try and use it.
Okay.
Just throw it on all of us. Dust us!
I sprinkle dust on everybody.
All right. Everybody
Thinking
make
happy
a
thoughts.
wisdom
Thinking happy
saving
thoughts.
throw.
Yes.
Everybody make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy. It's fucking over.
Meanwhile, I have flying character sheets.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm just gonna use my boots.
Thank you.
What did it say was-
Although I've rolled an 18 2 out of 3 times with that die.
Well, they've rolled a
Walker,
5.
Walker, we know your karma though.
All right. You start to
Very
float a
true.
little bit off the ground, and then just right back.
Not
You get a
karma,
couple inches.
luck.
Me?
Yeah. You're like, man, that's fucking stupid.
Amazing. Not enough happy
Oh
thoughts.
my god. This is magical pixie dust. This is amazing.
And I'm flying.
Yeah, you're flying.
I can fly. I can fly. I didn't even use a spell.
I
Anyone
also
else?
got a 19.
Oh, everybody's flying but me.
What did you have?
I didn't try it. I'm using my boots.
there.
I'm not.
Well, for what it's worth, Muse didn't make it either. And she's like, oh.
But you can transform.
Yeah, but I want to try the pixie dust.
Just hop on my back.
No, I'll just.
Soar like an eagle.
Yeah, you can transform and carry me because I apparently can't think happy thoughts.
Okay, well, that's cool then. I'll carry you. And she,
Hey,
giant eagle.
it's a different change of pace because you're always jumping on my tail. Alright, so I guess I pop up on her back or something.
On the giant bald eagle.
Yep. Alright, guys. Catch you later. And they're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they're still sort of situating everything on top of the 2 steeds that have been summoned, and they're just getting
I
ready
don't
to
need
go.
this
They
book
start
anymore.
trotting off into the distance.
Bye,
They're heading
guys.
due east, essentially, and you guys start heading north.
Mm. I guess they don't need wave.
They wave.
Oh.
The ones that have functioning
Arms.
arms.
So, how fast can we fly?
You all are acting as if under the effects of the fly spell, which I believe is 60 feet.
It is
Memory
60
serves.
feet, or the speed of 60 feet, yes.
Yes.
So Katie can fly a lot faster.
I believe.
Most definitely. We're still very fast.
Giant eagle. I don't know what other birds there are.
Plus, I can fly equal
There's
to my
owls.
But I
walking
think
speed.
giant eagle is the only one that's functional for this.
For carrying you.
For
Yeah.
carrying you. I
Yeah.
don't know what other flying creatures there are.
Mhm.
Would there be like a rock or something?
A rock is a monstrosity, not an animal.
True story. Also CR11, so
Yeah.
doesn't really work. We'll just go giant eagle, which has a flying speed of, wait for it, 80 feet.
Oh, she's slightly faster. I guess technically
this
that'd be significantly faster.
Orc pub says 80 feet, but
Feet.
it's not 80 feet squared, just 80 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do 40 feet.
No, you fly 60 feet. Oh wait, your boots are only 40?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
It's-
Well, she's lagging way behind.
It's according to my walking speed.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going at a slow pace.
You are.
Could I add the pixie dust to speed myself up, maybe?
Or just instead.
Alright, are you gonna try and sprinkle it on yourself?
Why not?
Okay.
Let's try this and
Well,
see.
she's gonna have double fly.
They don't stack,
Yeah.
but the faster one will take effect if it takes effect. So just sprinkle some on yourself and make a
Wisdom
saving
saving
throw.
throw.
Mhm.
Let's see if I can do it this third time I try. Nope! Damn
You're
it!
like, this isn't gonna work. Oh man.
3. Damn it. Anybody else want this useless bag of pixie dust? I can never get it to
I'll
work.
take it.
You can.
I
They're
don't know
really,
that I'm about
they're
to
really
be able to
happy
fly.
to have the option to take it because they both think it works great.
All right. Well, we're flying at a moderate pace.
Sorry.
And you guys have an hour.
And then we have to do it again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, at least I can do it for 4 hours at a time.
This is still a lot of time. We're going at 40 feet every 6 seconds. So, and actually, it's more if we're dashing.
Yes.
So we're going 80 feet.
Yeah. If she was dashing, you guys could go 80 feet per second.
Yeah. So
I can
we're
go-
booking it,
I can go
or not a
fast.
second. Every 6 seconds.
That is correct.
Every second.
80 feet around.
Yeah.
So if you try really hard, you can just keep up with everybody.
Yeah, come on, little wings. Flap, flap. Because I am kind of big.
Okay. So you guys do manage to move a little bit faster than you would have otherwise. Because otherwise you would have been like riding on top of Muse in some camel form of some kind or something similar,
Yeah.
which would be slow.
Yeah.
So you're making decent progress. And I would say, who's leading? Who would you say is
Well, me and Katie are probably the fastest, so I guess we'd be up front.
probably? So why don't you go? Well, Katie's the one flying, so unless you're explicitly giving her directions.
I'm not giving. I mean, I would probably be like making sure she doesn't veer off or anything.
Well, why don't you and her both run?
Okay, let me change dice because that one's cursed. for today.
Make a survival check.
Survival of the fittest. I got a 19.
Alright. She rolled an 8. So she's just sort of not really paying attention, just kind of flying, occasionally doubling back around and circling people just for funsies.
Mm-hmm.
But you managed to, especially with your height advantage, being able to see things in the distance, at the very least are being able to remain true north. So for a little while you guys can still see the sea on the horizon because you do manage to get some altitude. After several hours that's no longer the case, but you still have north in your head. What are you guys doing along the way, or are you just flying as long as you can?
Thinking happy thoughts.
Okay.
I think I'll just play my horn.
You gonna
How
play
long
your
is
horn while running?
That lasts for an hour?
4 hours.
4
Or
hours.
her boots last 4 hours. The dust, I think, lasts an hour.
The dust didn't work.
Well, yeah, but it's working through them.
Yeah. And
Ah,
how long does it last before they fall?
1 hour.
1 hour. Okay. So you guys don't really get quite out of range of the sea before it's an hour. So you start falling unless you were prepared for this.
Fuck.
Wait,
I
I'm
cast,
good.
I cast polymorph on myself.
I didn't bring a feather falling.
Okay. You are still falling.
Yes.
I cast polymorph on myself and turn into
Can I could try to catch him.
Just a bird.
some
Copy-
type of
copy the giant
large
eagle.
bird.
Large bird?
Just
Yeah.
copy Katie.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll copy Katie.
Okay. You are a giant eagle. For one more hour.
I'm just falling. Can I have some more dust?
Sure. Sprinkle, sprinkle.
Alright. Go ahead and make the save since you were falling.
Eek. What is it? Wisdom?
Mm-hmm.
15?
What's the DC?
12.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Woo.
You're flying again.
That was fun!
Y'all make it look so easy.
Like a roller coaster.
Alright, everybody's flying again. I think you now have, well, with her redusting, you have another hour.
Yes.
So do you guys just keep reapplying it every hour?
Sure.
I'm
Works
just,
for
I'm
me.
just gonna give this to her. Here you go.
Woo!
Okay. So you just keep reapplying it. Your polymorph only lasts an hour.
Yes.
Are you recasting that on the hour?
Let me see. Does casting it at a higher level do anything?
Maybe make it last longer?
My internet keeps going on and off, so.
Oh, well, get good in it. Wait.
It does not do anything when cast at higher levels.
Okay, I'll just continue casting it with.
Unless you have a 9th level true polymorph. 9th
No.
level? Whatever level.
I wouldn't want to do that though.
Yeah, I have plenty, so I'll just keep doing that.
Well, you have like 2 more, right?
Well, and then I can use higher levels spell slots.
Okay, sure.
It works, but that all depends on how far we get.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if you just keep doing that and using higher levels, you would have need to have used all of your 4th levels, assuming you have 4?
3.
3, okay, so you'd need 3 4th levels and 3 5th levels to get the full 6 hours, which is when Katie is beginning to descend. Because
Fifth
she's
level,
at a time.
2 fifth levels and a 6th level. So
Well then.
So you're tapped out pretty much.
yes.
Alright, at that point, everybody's starting to land. It's still, because you guys got up relatively early, you spent about an hour and a half preparing things and getting ready to leave.
So it's
Probably
like
2 hours.
afternoon.
But it's, yeah, it's about like, it's just past noon. It's around 2, maybe 3 in the afternoon.
Oh god damn. That takes.
Well, guys, I've used all my transformations for the day, but if we take a rest, I can do it again.
Yeah, you
Okay.
yeah, because she gets them back in 30 minutes or
Do
whatever.
you want me to just, do you want to not fly this time, or?
Flight goes so fast.
You want to try the dust?
I'll try the dust again.
Let's
Sprinkle a little
see.
bit on him.
I wish I had.
We can rest for a little bit
Yeah.
because we've been booking it pretty hard.
Okay, we'll go ahead and say for sake of ease, you guys do a short rest.
So how long is the short rest?
About 15 minutes to half an hour.
We still level 13.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
Are we close?
you might be.
Ooh.
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 dust.
Let's see.
Just pass it around the party.
You got that dust, man? You got that dust?
Alright, hang on. I'm looking up lists of creatures now.
Oh boy.
Yep. It's beasts, right?
For Katie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beast. CR of 6. Movement. Fly. That doesn't seem quite right.
What?
The biggest thing she could be, interesting, is from Volo's Guide to Monsters, a Quetzalcoatl.
The fuck is that?
A Quetzalcoatl?
Quetzalcoatl.
It's like a.
I'll
snake
tell you in a
looking-
minute.
it's
It's like a Mayan dragon snake god.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a dragon snake.
I'll give you guys the stats for that. Hang on, guys. So I was doing a little bit of like thinking, and I remembered that there's this big monster that I thought I remembered, and I tried to turn into that. Okay, so just give me a little bit, and I'm gonna try and get a good mental image going, and then I'll see if I can do that, and then maybe I can carry all of you.
And this is a beast?
It's a beast.
Holy shit. Volo's Guide to Monsters. Full endorsement, Twitch stream.
Also Xanathars, which is also fucking great. How do you spell Quetzalcoatl?
Q-U-E...
Yep.
Q-U-E-T...
Quetzalcoatlus, huge beast, unaligned. Fly speed, 80 feet. It's huge. It could carry everybody easily.
Mm-hmm.
Only CR2.
Damn.
It's huge, but it's pretty weak.
Yeah. Alright, well, if you want to do that, it means, and you would get, what, another 6 hours or something on it?
Yep.
Alright.
And now that I've taken a rest, I can do it twice in a row.
Well, yeah.
But we probably won't get that far to sunset. But still.
Hey, sounds like a plan to me.
Yeah, I'd love to rest my arms.
Yay! And she's screaming yay. She transforms into this giant, very strange. You've never really pictured what it would look like if snakes were fuzzy. But that's basically what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, everybody, hop on board.
Since I don't really know what
Ooh.
Quetzalcoatl looks like.
That's pretty.
Yeah, like a kind of fuzzy, furry, like the
Like a dragon
dog
without
monster
legs.
from Last Guardian.
Oh, okay.
So like this?
Yeah, kind of like that, without so much the wings, and also more floofy.
Floofy.
Yeah, I'm trying to find something that's appropriate.
It's so fluffy.
Actually, I take that back. It
It's
does
so
have
fluffy,
wings.
I'm gonna die.
It's got wings.
Yeah, because the version I'm used to in the game that I play,
What game?
it's a dating game,
Oh, okay.
and he's super tiny, and he's so cute.
Okay. Well, that's not at all what this is.
See?
It's basically like a
It's
dragon.
He's like the size of a parrot.
No, much larger than that.
So cute.
So you guys are basically it's like the never-ending story.
Yeah.
It's basically what's happening right now. You guys are now in the never-ending story.
Oh boy. Oh, so that kind of thing.
Basically, but less dog head.
Less dog, like more
It's
dragon, like.
Yeah, it's not covered in scales. It's covered in kind of floofy feathers, very green and blue tinge to it. Large greenish feathered wings, and a dragon-ish, like a cross between a dragon and a bird, like a very
So
reptilian
it's
looking
something
bird.
similar to this, just on a bigger scale.
And less cute looking. And yeah, sure, why not?
I don't know. Muse could have made it look cute.
Yeah, this is Muse we're talking about.
I mean,
It looks
It's in the eye of the
weird when
beholder.
it's angry.
It's in the eye of the beholder. If you want to think it looks cute, then sure. Otherwise, it's this huge beast.
Are you implying something about the eye of the beholder?
Yeah,
Fuck.
mostly that there are 10 of them and they're all trying to find you guys.
Fuck. We're screwed.
So yeah. You guys are rocking the dragon all the way north.
Alright, Shenron, let's go.
Alright, so you've got 6 hours of flight time. You guys doing anything?
Well, I've got 2 hours left.
No, you're on the.
Well,
Or-
you
or-
just ride the dragon.
Yeah, because the dragon's
Oh, yeah.
twice as fast as you.
Okay, yeah, I'll ride the dragon.
Alrighty.
That way I can get back some flight time.
Yeah. I mean, she just essentially flies until sunset if you guys aren't doing anything.
Not really
So at
anything
this
to do.
point, the sun is beginning to set to your left because you've still been keeping her straight. And she begins to dive down as her time begins to run out. It's evening now.
Alright, guys.
You guys have made good progress. You can begin to see, you see some lights to the west where the sun is setting where, I guess you go ahead since you're technically the driver. Go ahead and make a survival check.
A 16.
16. Yeah, that's probably where Agrabah is, so you figure that's probably where you can see that city many miles out in the distance, so still far enough away from it, but as you were reaching height and as the sun was setting, you could see some of the lights in the distance. So you figure you're roughly on course at least. Probably a couple more days of flying before you get to the sea, and then more days before you get to either Carmina or trying to cross the sea itself.
Mm-hmm. Alright, well, Agrabah's there.
How close is Agrabah again?
You figure it would probably be a day's trip from where you guys are
Okay.
right now. Maybe 2 days. Yeah, I mean, it depends on how high she went, which will fudge a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Alright, well, Agrabah's there, so we need to still keep going straight. We're going to go to the coast, directly to the coast. So, mention!
Alrighty,
And Mansion has like all the food and water we need, right?
that is correct.
Mm-hmm. It's got everything you need and more.
Plus
Mhm.
we have the never-ending water bottle anyway.
Yes, we
Oh,
do also
okay.
have the never-ending water bottle.
All you guys' basic needs are met
Mm-hmm.
in style.
In
Yep.
style.
Alright, so anything else you guys are doing before the evening is over?
No, just chilling in my house.
Chilling in my treehouse.
Yes, treehouse.
That's right, indoor treehouse.
Yes.
Muse goes back to her garden.
I forget, what was in the garden? Potatoes? And
Potato plants.
And a
Yes, lots of
banana tree?
There's
potatoes.
one banana tree. That's
Yes.
correct.
And she also has a treehouse.
Yeah, she also has a
You
treehouse.
did give her a treehouse too.
Like that room is huge, but it's okay because there's no size limit. If you guys need a room, well, let me know. I can think one up for you. It might just be miles down the road or down the hall, but it'll eventually be there. Or I can restructure stuff, shift things around, put an elevator.
What's an elevator?
Makes you go up and down.
Ah,
Yeah,
magically powered.
magically powered.
Alright, so you guys take a long rest then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wake up next morning, just keep traveling?
Yeah.
Alright, we can go ahead and shorten this if you guys want. Do you guys do anything? You'll have another probably 2 nights before you hit the coast.
Nah, man.
No.
I'm good.
Go ahead and make 2 survival checks. Keep your action straight.
14, 11.
Alright. We'll say it does take you, because you would have normally needed 2 nights at a minimum anyway, assuming you kept exactly straight and headed straight for the coast. You veered a little bit off, so it does, instead of taking you, basically you're a couple miles off the coast before it's dawn and her transformation's out. So you'll have to at least do a little bit of walking the next morning, or just fly there for like an hour.
Yeah. Alright, guys, we're pretty much here. We gotta go. Who knows how far across the sea or across the water? Or we can go and get a ferry to a coastal town, wherever one may be. And according to our friend Byron, people like me aren't exactly common.
I mean, all non-humans aren't exactly common.
It's
Should
pretty,
we disguise you?
it's pretty human central.
Yeah,
Not exactly the greatest looking human.
not human. Might pass for a human.
I'm the only
Not hu-
human.
Half human.
I think I stick out a little with my scales,
Little bit.
and I'm green. We could pass Muse off as a child
It's true.
Or a midget.
or a midget.
Child would probably be more believable.
We could stick his
Especially
ears
the
in
way
a
she
hat.
acts.
Mm-hmm.
I still have my hat.
I could just make you invisible.
I could make myself invisible. But that requires you guys talking.
I can do the talking. I'll get us a good deal.
Oh boy.
It would be a little bit hard to disguise him as a human just with.
My top hat?
No, not with the top hat. I was saying without magic.
Oh.
It wouldn't be impossible, but because he's an Eladrin, which is a very uniquely Fey elf, they are. It's a little bit hard to describe.
Just give him a curly mustache and a
Almost.
top hat.
Almost like the quality between looking at something that's yellow and looking at something that's day-glow yellow. Basically, he's like a day-glow elf. If you can try and picture that, there's just something there that is innately magical when you look at it. Essentially,
Ah, he's a bitch. Alright,
it makes it very hard to try and hide the fact that he is an elf.
alright, well,
But I'm so awesome.
That you're so
we
elf-
can't really pass it off. I don't think any amount of makeup is gonna fix my face to be human.
No. How well does makeup work on scales anyway?
The most I've really had to do was change them to red. That was fun.
Maybe he could pretend to be a human pretending to be a dragon.
It's too elaborate.
Mhm.
People will see right through that whenever they realize
too
that I
good of a
can't pull my
costume.
face off.
Yep.
But don't let him pull your face off.
Also, I'm kind of huge.
It's a very big costume.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, I might as well just stay invisible. You guys got this.
Yeah.
I believe in you. Alright, so I guess we're getting to the coast and I guess flying to see if we can find a port town to get us to Atlantis.
Okay. Do you fly to the coast or do you walk?
Do we wanna
Probably
go?
walk.
Probably gonna have to fly around the coast anyways.
Oh, didn't see that coming.
Smackdown?
Charlotte's a new champ.
Oh, okay.
So much for Natty's title run.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, we don't know how
Can
far
we
the port town
see-
is.
A town anywhere like off in the distance from where we are?
Well, not from the ground, no.
Might as well fly.
It's become slightly less desert-like and more grasslandy at this point, but still a lot of sand. You see a few savanna trees here and there. Slightly more plant life. As
I'm
you
so
go further
tired of
north.
looking at sand.
It's a lot of sand.
I guess we should fly then.
Fly.
I believe.
Alright, Muse. I think we're deciding that we're gonna fly a little longer.
Alrighty, I can do that.
Whee!
Good goes ahead and transforms back into the Quetzalcoatl. You guys climb on the tail and she starts flying.
Yep.
Alright, it only takes you guys about half an hour before you're essentially at the coast.
Mm-hmm.
You guys can go
Finally, something
quite a
other to
distance.
something other to see than sand.
I know, we're back to water.
And Muse didn't have to rub her butt on any cactuses.
True. We should have her touch a tree though.
How long does that last?
What? The tree touching thing?
Yeah.
Don't think it ever actually says.
How long do that lasts one round.
No, the how long she's got it in memory, or whatever.
Hmm?
Remember she was like touching trees.
Oh, I think it's any that she can just recall.
Oh, okay.
As long as she's touched it and she can actually remember the place, which
Yeah.
isn't usually too hard.
Yeah. So we still need to have her touch some trees though.
You guys get a solid 18 miles per hour in the air.
18 miles an hour.
It's a lot faster than walking.
Don't think we can get across the ocean though.
No, that's what the giant crocodiles were.
No.
Yeah. That's why we're going across around the coast.
Alright, so you guys are going around. Are you going around the coast?
Well, that makes the most sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
At this point, she's reached the coast and she's not really sure what to do. So you guys are discussing this as she's circling.
So now that we're at the coast, can we see any towns that would have a ferry in the distance?
You can see what looks to be perhaps. It's a small set of buildings over to the east, just along the eastern shore.
Alright, I kind of try and point her in that direction.
Go east.
Alright, so she just starts going east and following the coast.
Yeah. Guess we'll try and aim
Okay.
for just outside those buildings. Hopefully nobody sees us drop.
Maybe a little bit farther out so
Yeah.
we can.
I mean,
Draw
it was
attention.
visible from the air, so it only takes you, maybe 15 minutes to actually get there.
Mm.
Not too long at all.
Does there look like there's a port or anything on it?
There's some small fishing boats. The people are just actually literally terrified as they look up.
Oh shit.
We got too close.
You can see some of them like lighting torches as you guys are flying overhead and starting to wave them at you just angrily.
Keep going. Keep going. We're not stopping here anymore.
Alright, she stops turning around and goes back to following the coastline.
Yeah. Those guys are gonna have an interesting story to tell in the morning.
So, some new plan.
Yeah.
Maybe we walk around the coast.
Or we find an actual small town that actually has like a ferry port.
Well,
And
yeah,
land well outside it.
that would work too.
Yeah. So we're gonna continue to go around and see if we can find a bigger town
Okay.
with an actual port. I think it was called Gadalico, you said?
That is the large city that is very close, would not require much swimming, so to speak.
Yeah, do we want to go to Gadalico?
Sure.
Well, that's kind of a significant ways, but
Yeah. So it will mean you won't have to worry about trying to make a camp on the water,
yeah.
because there's essentially you'd at least have to get a boat, or you'd have to get very close to Carmina to attempt to swim it, even with 12 hours of like crocodile from use.
Yeah. So to Gadalico we go. Seems like the most logical plan, right, guys?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys just fly there?
Yeah, we'll fly and land significantly outside it.
All right. Can I see that paper again?
I tried. It worked.
Alright, yeah. It'll take you probably another 2 days of travel by fly. If you skip some of the coastline and fly over the water a little bit, you could probably cut some time. So a night and then a half a day.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do that.
Yeah, I guess we might as well do that.
Okay. So you spend another day and a half. traveling up the coast and then flying in the air again. You've flown over some other larger villages at this point, and they're all equally terrified when they see you. And a few of them have taken pot shots at you with arrows.
Oh shit.
None of them have hit, but very clearly not a very welcoming sight. So at this point, you wake up. This is going to be your last day, and you figure you probably have about 4 hours of flying if you wanted to get to the city.
Alright, well let's fly kind of lowish so that people don't see us. Or fly really high up so that people hopefully don't look straight up. Either way, I think we're kind of screwed. But I think we should land significantly outside the city.
Yes.
It would take probably like 4 hours of flying or a day's walk.
Do we want to just walk?
Yeah.
Probably.
Alright, well we'll just walk then.
Okay.
Hopefully my visage doesn't make people just hate us automatically.
All right. At this point, as you flew along the coast, you had left the sand behind a long time ago, and it had been savanna for a good day and a half. And now it's the fields are turning from yellow to greenish, and you're starting to see slightly more normal-ish looking trees, slightly taller, more green in general, more wildlife around.
Use
Some
touch
people
trees
hurting
just to
things.
make sure if we ever have to come back here.
All right, she starts rubbing her butt against the
I was about to say, she's your butt.
just shimming right up to them.
Just a little too much, but okay, I'll take it.
Right. And as the sun begins to set, still very visible on the horizon are the lights that are just beaming out of Carmina Gadlica. It is incredibly bright, even at night. Brighter almost at night than when lit during the day.
Have we seen a city like that before?
None of you have. I don't even believe you have, even though you're from the Empire. You would never have been through Carmina on your travels.
Probably not.
You would
Damn.
know of it as a very vibrant city with a very exuberant lifestyle, almost essentially to give it a real world equivalent like Vegas.
Oh boy.
The city that never sleeps.
They have
Maybe they're nicer to foreigners.
they have some fighting pits, mostly just a lot of gambling in random places.
Well,
It
you
is
enjoy that.
It is this large city. Hang on, I'm pulling up some things. I'll get to it eventually. I swear. Yeah, I mean, it's just this very large city that has been jutting out onto essentially, as you've been getting closer, the coastline has sort of risen into these stone cliffs, essentially, and the city is built on those cliffs as it reaches into the ocean and forms this little peninsula. So there is a lower part where there have been essentially walkways and other stonework and masonry at the bottom that form the actual docks, but they're not connected directly to the part on the raised land above that is flat, where the city exists.
Alright, well, I guess we're gonna,
There are many, you guys, as you begin to get closer, there's a main road that goes straight towards the city gates and a bunch of other roads that converge on it, forming this one, essentially very large and well-traveled highway. So you guys just walking along the highway,
I
essentially?
guess so.
Okay.
Life is a highway.
Oh boy. Yeah, if I see anyone, let me see. Do I have just normal invisibility? I don't think so. I think I just have greater.
I have regular invisibility that I could cast on you.
Yeah, because I don't have it.
Muse asks if she should transform into like a pet or something. I
My-
could be like a really adorable bear or just a dog or something.
Yeah, it might be a good idea to just like go normal dog. I can't. My invisibility lasts a minute, so How long does yours last?
That's a good question.
Alright, Muse goes ahead and transforms into a dog.
I want to say an hour.
An hour would be nice. You got invisibility?
No.
Fuck. Alright.
Greater.
Concentration up to an hour. So
I can always polymorph into some,
You got, yeah, you could be a
Bird.
cat.
or yeah.
I mean, I could. If I cast it at level 3, I can do 2 people at the same time.
Oh, or you can be invisible. Which would
Okay.
you prefer? Which would you prefer?
I'm fine
Wait,
with you.
greater invisibility lasts up to an hour?
No.
Regular invisibility.
Greater
does.
invisibility lasts a
Oh,
minute.
I see.
Really? That's weird.
Yeah.
It
I guess
also.
that it's not concentration though.
No, it is.
Is it?
What's your casting time?
Nothing ends it though.
Okay. Invisibility casting time, one action.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you trade off time for not having to break it with attacks and shit.
Yeah.
So what are you doing?
I think I'll be a bird,
Not bird.
cause I'll probably trip if I'm invisible.
Okay, so you're just polymorphing into a bird?
Yes.
Alright, that will last 1 hour.
Yes.
Alrighty. It takes you guys probably another half an hour of walking to get up to the gates.
Alright.
Pass by a ton of people, lots of caravans. You're invisible.
Yes.
He's a bird. There's a dog, and then 2 humans.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
1 human and 1 half elf.
Yeah.
Passing for a human.
Yeah.
And you have.
I've given her my top hat.
Okay.
I mean, I'm
Yours would be much easier to disguise because
Yeah.
you have essentially all human features. You look like a somewhat slender
yeah.
human, and if somebody were to inspect them, they might notice that your ears are pointed.
My
But they're
finger's
much
down.
much less pronounced than an actual elf.
Yeah.
Do you want my top hat?
No,
Oh,
I'll just
okay.
let my hair down.
Oh, okay. Then I'll just keep my top hat.
I'm also short and skinny anyway, so that works.
Alright, so eventually you two get up to the gate with your entourage of 2 animals. And they stop you and say, Alright, what's your business here?
We're looking for a ferry.
Ferry.
Yes.
Planning on going to Atlantis then?
Yes.
Yes.
Interesting. Just traveling by?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. It is a sight to see. Lots of tourism.
That's what we heard.
Hopefully you'll have a good time in Carmina while you're here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Go ahead and make a deception check.
I ain't got nothing to hide.
I'll say with advantage
Oh.
because there are no.
So 21, unless you want me to roll again.
Well, do it just in case. I'd say.
I'm gonna stick with the 21.
All right. Yeah. They just say, All right. Well, glad to have you on your way.
And
Right.
just,
You guys are now in the city of Carmina Gadalica.
Do I see anything other than humans?
Make a perception check.
Perception. 15.
Nope.
Damn.
There's just a lot of humans.
Mm-hmm.
At a first glance, you don't see anybody. As you guys continue to walk down the street, you see a few like street vendors that could be elves or half elves, maybe.
Sure.
Any
Dragonborn?
No,
No.
not that you can see.
Can I check to see if there's anything other than just humans and?
Yeah, sure. Make a perception check as you keep walking.
Any dwarves?
Where are you guys
And
heading?
Conspicuous birds.
how many times can you cast polymorph?
Lots.
Okay.
Not as a bird though.
No, not a bird.
25.
25.
I can
You
also
do.
1, 2,
You
3,
can
4,
see
5,
as you
6,
walk
7.
through. You can see like in back alleys. There's a few. You see a few what look to be like maybe dwarves or halflings, shorter races.
Mm.
I would say
Nothing exotic though.
you don't see. Yeah, you don't see anything. You definitely don't see any like tieflings or anything. You see the occasional elf. You see maybe 1 dragonborn.
I'm just gonna kind of say inconspicuously, like I'm not talking to anybody. Like I see some dwarves and smaller races, and oh look, a dragonborn.
Okay. How loud are you saying that?
Like kind of like I'm passing it off as like I'm talking to her, like, but I'm wanting Rogar and
Okay.
Ren to hear me.
Alright, I mean, yeah, they hear you. Alright, so where are you guys walking?
I don't know. They're in the
Say-
lead.
Probably
So-
about 20 minutes left on the invisibility and the polymorph.
So we're
Yeah.
just gonna head to the port.
Right.
Get
It's a
teleported
relatively large
time.
city, so it'd probably be a good hour walk to get there, and then you'd have to take either the long staircases down or get on one of the large, essentially wooden pseudo-magical structures that they built to ferry people down and up to the decks.
So I guess is there alleys that we could dip into to recast invisibility and stuff?
Are you looking? I guess.
Sure.
Alright.
They might not be empty, but I mean, if you wait for the right time, they might be.
I didn't. I guess I didn't see the Dragonborn.
It was pointed out to you.
Okay. Well, what color was it?
It would have likely been probably a silver or gold dragonborn. It would it would have been hard to tell. Probably would have been gold, brass, or copper.
Okay.
And you're
So
what,
metallic.
Metallic, so good ones, right?
Yes.
Well, with dragonborn, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, right.
Technically, with Dragonborn, it doesn't matter.
They're still more common. It's like a 60-40 split.
There's also a stigma. Still.
A little bit.
A little
yeah.
bit.
It is more. It is much more of a stigma in amongst dragonborn
Mm.
than it is with outside races.
Okay.
All right. Well, then, if there's a Dragonborn, then I can come out and just walk. Or I should probably change my face because they might have wanted posters or something.
Here's your top hat back.
Oh, thank you. I could just put this on, couldn't I?
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check.
Fuck. 6.
Okay.
You're not using your dice roller.
Yeah. Well, I put on my hat.
Okay.
Put on.
Alright, so at this point, have you guys dipped into an alley then?
Yeah, I guess
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Go ahead and everybody make stealth rolls.
Oh boy.
Chirp.
Assuming you're attempting to come out of polymorph. You as well.
Said stealth.
Yep.
13.
10.
Okay.
I'm not very stealthy.
10.
10.
How are you losing your connection? I think 15.
This walker is a really bad computer. Muse is staying a dog.
Yeah, Muse does stay a dog. And nobody appears to spot you guys coming out of your transformations.
That's lucky.
And you're using the hat.
I am going to use my hat to try and disguise myself. I'm gonna also use my I don't know, how long would using a disguise kit take?
I want to say that using a disguise kit takes at least a short rest.
Okay, well, yeah, then I will just put on the top hat. Try and...
And of course, the other thing with the disguise kit is that it can't change your physical features.
Yeah, I know.
Or give the illusion of them like disguise self does.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put on my top hat and hope I don't get in trouble.
Okay. Alright, what are you trying to disguise yourself as?
I'm just putting it on the hat. I'm not trying to disguise myself. I don't have a hat of disguise or
Oh,
anything.
for some reason I assumed it was a hat of disguise.
No, I literally have just a top hat.
Okay.
because I've had it since we were like level 4 or 5.
No sequin robe. With
No
fancy-
sequin robe.
With fancy feathers.
You're afraid not.
Mm.
I've not gotten around to buying one of those
I was
yet.
gonna say, what kind of Ric Flair impersonator are you?
I'm sorry, but like you're asking for me to spend like 8,000 gold on a single robe, as he would.
That
Sounds
says
worth it.
that's got the word Rogar on the back in sequins.
Yes. But
Name
I'm-
might not be the best choice
Yeah.
in this situation.
Yeah.
Okay. And Walker, what are you doing?
Are you stand a bird? Are you trying to hide yourself? You would be considered exotic. They have normal elves here.
I'll stay a bird.
You'll recast polymorph.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, demi ears.
Okay. So I want you to go ahead and make a deception roll. Just to avoid, like try and avoid people. Avoid drawing attention to yourself.
It's like the exact opposite of what I normally do. Well, goodbye, dice. It was nice knowing you.
That's a 0.
It was like a 16, but. You said deception?
Uh-huh. You're not trying to hide, you're just trying to not be noticed.
Yeah. Deception would be a 17.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say, you put the tap hat on, you scrunch your shoulders a little bit, just try to stand behind the barbarian, who's still very tall, and just walk nonchalantly, pull your tail in a little bit. And you manage to not draw any suspicion as you guys walk along, with bird and dog in tow. Tiny burb just hidden on the dog, basically.
Tiny bird.
Alright, so where are you guys headed?
Heading towards the port.
Yeah.
Okay. So who's leading the way?
Do we even know which way we're going?
That is the question, isn't it?
Mm.
Go ahead and make a
Are there
wisdom check.
Signs
Straight
around.
wisdom.
Okay. 3.
Woo!
You're just like following the crowd a little bit, and eventually you guys are just essentially just end up winding yourselves looking straight into this huge casino.
Oh boy.
Lots of fancy lights, a few shining signs.
As much as it would be fun to go in here, we probably shouldn't.
Yeah, let's go.
Go ahead and make a perception check. I'd say all 3 of you could.
That's gonna be a 2, Captain.
You're too distracted by the fact that you don't want to be here.
26.
26.
21.
21. You two, as you begin to look at this casino with very shiny lights, do notice that the workers here do appear to be more mixed. They're humans, but there are also elves, a few gnomes, and halflings. You see a couple dwarves standing guard alongside humans and things like that. You see a few dragonborn here and there, things like that. So the staff at this casino seems to be more generic, and there are a few customers as well who appear to be non-human.
Okay.
Hey, I don't stick out.
Do I see any signs that say it must be over X age?
No.
Around? Okay. How much do I like gambling?
No, not a lot of regulation here.
You're human?
Half elf.
Half elf.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as much fun as this seems, we really should go.
Yeah.
We have shit to do.
We should
Maybe on
ask.
the way back.
Yeah. Hey. This place seems to be nice to foreigners, so.
One of the people does notice you and say, "Hey, got lots of fun games inside. You could win a lot of money."
As entertaining as that would be,
Ah, come on. You guys look like skilled people.
not the best at cards.
We got plenty of games. We got cards. We got.
He was ready for this.
Oh, I am so ready for this. We have cards. We have 3 Dragon Annie. We've got this spinner. We've got some Savra's Gambit. That's something not many people can get outside of Carmina. You know you want to try it. Take a spin on that wheel. And for our more sophisticated players, we have several one-on-one bouts for Dragon Chess players, if any of you are
Dragon
witty and willing enough.
Dragon chess.
Dragon chess. Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, but it seems like Joe put so much work into this.
Would I have been familiar with any of these games?
I mean, you would have recognized Three Dragon Ante as the card game you played on the ship.
Okay.
You would have likely heard of Dragon Chess, which is just D&D chess. But, you know, dragons are cool.
Yeah.
You probably wouldn't have heard of any of the other ones. You, go ahead and make a history check, because you, if I recall correctly, once had a fairly intimate relationship with some gambling properties. Is that correct? Or am I thinking of something else?
What do you mean?
Your backstory.
Wasn't there a casino involved, or am I thinking of somebody else?
You're thinking of somebody else.
Wasn't me.
That was a 21.
I'm technically a different.
Okay. Well, you're still from here, so you would know that there are some like
Just one game?
slot-like machines. Essentially, they're not played against other people. They're played against this contraption that you try to spin it just right and get things to match up. And if you get them to match up, you get a lot of money.
Look, then we could get the wand of the Magi.
If it's still there. But either way, the house always wins.
You don't know that? Just one game.
I think we're kind of strapped for time here.
Yeah, our burb is gonna have some issues.
On the way back.
Yeah, we can do it on the way back.
Mm.
If we do come back.
We're coming back. We're just tourists.
Getting used to rub her butt on one of the potted plants in there. We'll come back.
I don't think it works
No.
quite like that.
Yeah, her tail goes between her legs.
Alright. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to pass for today.
Yeah. At this point, as you guys started conversing, he was actually working other people in the crowd as
Yeah.
well. As they had come in, he'd been greeting other people, things like that.
See? We were just marks.
But money and games.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of fancy drinks.
Fancy machines and stuff.
We
Anyway,
have a
let's go.
job.
On our way back.
Yeah, we have a job.
we have a...
All right.
I asked one of the guys where we can go to get a ferry to Atlantis.
Well, if you head, probably the easiest way is to take the nice elevators. It's a good tourist trap too. So just go to the elevators over there. You really can't miss them. They're straight down that main thoroughway, and just straight down all the way to the bottom.
Thanks, man.
Yep.
We head that way. How much longer do you got on your bird?
He'd probably have about 40 minutes left on the bird.
Okay.
And it'll take you. Well, it'll probably take you a good 30 minutes of walking to get there. And so, with about 10 minutes left, you got the elevator ride. Essentially, as you guys see these large wooden and partially metal and stone structures, looks to be 3 of them side by side at the very edge that connect and are a part of the Great Wall that surrounds the city. Even with it being on a cliff, it's still walled in on a majority of it. And so they've built essentially into part of the stone these large boxes that are made to, with a little bit of help from magic in some form that you aren't certain of yet, lift and drop all of these crates with people in them at safe speeds.
Fancy. We don't have these on Rock now.
Like, do the elevators lead to indoor place, or is it out? Is it just
The elevators would be mostly enclosed. They have large windows for people to look out onto the ocean, and from this distance you can see the lights of Atlantis sort of through them as they are open.
But like, do I even need to
They
go on
can
an
fly.
elevator as a bird, or can I just fly up to the top and beat them at the
You're
top?
going
We're
down.
going down.
Oh.
That really depends. Since you just chose regular bird, I'm gonna find a bird for you.
You are bird.
What kind of bird would be?
I was just thinking a small little
He's a
one.
Pigeon. Or
They
a
just
would want
don't
a
really
pigeon.
make much noises.
What?
I can't do that.
Yeah.
The coo. They don't have to chirp.
Yeah, something like that.
Pigeons aren't that small though.
I think the smallest one I can think of is a raven.
Caw, caw.
So we'll go ahead and say that you have the fly speed of a raven,
Okay.
which is still 50 feet.
Caw.
So 10 minutes left. You could you could try and make it.
You can fly away and transform and fly back.
I'll fly away. I'll fly like behind some like trash cans or something.
Okay.
Other trash cans.
There'd be
You fly up onto a roof.
things you could try to hide behind. Not trash cans specifically, but people would have stands, various things in alleyways if you want to try and fly away. What are you guys doing in the meantime though? Because it's just a bird hopping around and chirping on the dog.
I'm gonna fly away. And revert back and then turn into a rat.
Okay. Go ahead and make one stealth check.
How is he gonna get back to us with his rat?
I don't know.
11.
11. So as you go and thinking you're really sneaky, you transform back into a person there, and you are quickly looking around and you realize there's somebody literally right behind you, just sort of looking at you through a window that you didn't really notice. It looks like maybe into a bathroom of some sort, so this dude is just sort of
And I suddenly turn into a rat and scurry away.
okay. Go ahead and make a roll an initiative check for me to see if you can get back to the elevator in time. And also a stealth check, just because rats.
5 for initiative.
5 for initiative. Okay.
And, well, actually, rat stats.
The rat's dexterity is 0.
Okay, so 2, and then, stealth of 10.
Jesus, why not just go back to a bird?
My God,
Or just give up when you're
I
caught.
swear to God.
Poor Ren's just determined to like.
Yeah, no,
leave
but
us.
people do spot rats relatively easily. So there's people pointing you out as you're just scurrying across the road, like, yeah. Somebody's gonna try and kick you as you go along. Your armor class is 10, so they do miss.
Yes!
But then the guards,
Oh, god damn it.
because you're just trying to run straight onto the elevator, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the guards are gonna take a fucking swing at you. Yeah, you get hit.
Oh no.
Fucking Christ. Alright, so polymorph as a rat, you have 1 hit point. You instantly transform. And the guards just immediately see you
Oh.
and say, "Where the fuck did you think you were going, you dirty fucking elf traitor?" They start picking you up.
What? I like to pretend to be animals.
Oh yeah, tell it to the fucking judge.
What did I do? I just wanted to be an animal.
Likely fucking story. We'll take this guy to the fucking prison.
Can we see this going on?
Oh yeah, this is just happening right in fucking front of you.
Like,
Really?
oh.
I feel like we were already like went down on the elevator without him.
The doors were just closing.
Okay.
Oh
But
shit.
basically, you guys are starting to go down.
It's over. Can you teleport?
I'm gonna plane shift.
They're going to put the handcuffs on you and start dragging you away. So here's the thing.
This is too funny.
These guards do not have anti-magic handcuffs.
Yes.
It's really close. So you do manage to cast plane shift. Do you take creatures with you if they're grabbing onto you?
This has never come up before.
I know at least with teleport, it's
Willing creatures.
willing creatures of your choice.
Willing creatures.
Of your choice?
Yes.
I doubt they're willing.
Well, you know, if they're really dogged.
He
Hang
picked
on,
like the
plane-
worst
plane
possible
shift?
animal.
Plane shift?
You plane shift.
You and up to 8 willing creatures who link hands
Yes.
does not specify of your choice. It just specifies linking hands.
Well, the hands aren't linked. I'm cuffed, but I'm not linked to the hands.
Oh, they're definitely holding onto your cuffed fucking hands.
Are they
so
willing?
are they willing? Oh. They're fucking in it.
Okay.
Where did you play ship to?
Back to my place on in the
You took these
Feywild.
2 poor fucking guards with you to the Feywild.
Meanwhile, I'm in the elevator just.
So they're just with. Where the fuck are we? I knew you were a fucking traitor.
And I fireball.
What the fuck? You're in your house.
oh wait, no, my house.
Well, plane shift doesn't have the inaccuracy, so
No, it
you specified a target destination in general terms, and you appear in or near that destination. But because of your familiarity with your own fucking home, even though it was rebuilt, you still know
Yes.
where your home is.
Okay, yes.
So you were, at the very least, like in the fucking foyer.
Okay,
Boy.
then never mind on the fireball.
Where are we? Whose house is? And as all this yelling is happening, you're like, your mom and dad come out of the fucking kitchen. It's like, sweetie?
Hi, sorry about
I
this.
think you mean
Actually,
No
wait,
hands.
wait 1 sec.
No?
you know this traitor?
Wait.
Okay.
Ooh, Dad. What the fuck? What are you planning? You son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mom, Dad, sorry, they'll be gone in a second. And I chain lightning them. not my family, just the 2 guards.
Okay. Okay. Wow.
Jesus.
Oh.
Wow. This is not the way I saw this going. Wow.
How did you see it going?
Just so many other different ways. Wow. Okay. So let's see. I've got to pull up these 2 stats. Chain lightning is what, a dex saving throw?
Yep.
Okay.
But
I don't need hands, it's just targets you can see. within
What's the
range.
DC?
What's the DC?
I think Dex. Yeah, Dex.
No, what's
What
the
is
DC?
DC?
Oh, right. Dirt.
It's what, 18, 19?
18.
Alright, first one makes it.
Yeah.
Does that mean it doesn't chain automatically?
No, it still chains.
Okay, the second one does fail.
Okay, so 10d8.
are you sure it doesn't require a gesture?
Sure, it doesn't require what?
Some sort of gesture?
I mean,
It's VSM.
Yeah,
so
it's VSM.
yeah.
That's what the S is.
Yeah, that's a good point. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw to see if you can get the hand shapes, the
okay.
hand parts correct, while handcuffed behind your back.
Fuck. Nope.
6. No. You just essentially get like a discharge in your hand and it doesn't really go off. Fucking hell.
Your mom is so disappointed.
I would say roll initiative. She sees you try to do this. Oh, sweetie. And she is going to go ahead. I don't have stats for her yet because I really didn't think this was going to happen right now. Goddamn.
Like, can we quickly hit the pause button? I don't want to miss anything because I really gotta go to the bathroom.
Wow.
Can't hold it anymore.
You've really bamboozled me. I gotta say, I'm just gonna. I mean, your mom's at least a 10th level caster, probably higher. Your dad would be at least a 10th level fighter of some kind. I'll go ahead and say, for sake of ease, that in the one round, they can go ahead and down these guys for you, since
Okay.
you have failed.
Failed.
You have failed your family.
Yeah.
And your sister just makes fun of you.
So they don't kill them.
Yeah.
They do just knock them out.
Okay.
But they're both knocked out and on the floor. These two heavily armored guards.
Hey, I'm sorry about this, but can you uncuff me?
I just realized something. He's stuck there for at least a day.
Yes.
So are the guards.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys saw that happen, and you guys are just now writing. I really wish that these elevators had elevator music,
I just start playing.
but
I should make that a thing. Just have it default. Have some music playing in these things. It'd be great.
so yeah, but it takes you guys about 15 minutes. There's some people who are panicked. You arrive halfway down as the elevator stops and opens up. There's a little bit of commotion. Some of the other guards have now come and are checking with you guys, and they start asking around. They've halted the elevator for now and just asking you what you guys saw.
There's this rat, I think, that turned into an elf.
They hit him. They hit the rat, and it turned into an elf. And then they picked him up, and then they disappeared.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, they just start taking comments from everybody. Where did they go?
They
They disappeared.
disappeared.
They
Then
didn't see what they went.
Okay.
some sort of teleportation or something.
Maybe.
I'm sorry, folks. We're going to have to close the elevators for the time being. Everybody will have to use the staircases on either the northern or southern points of the plateau. We're still going to have to use this. We're going to have to investigate this whole area. I apologize, folks. Just please, just go on your ways, and remember to report any suspicious activity to your local guard post.
All right, TSA.
Do you say that out loud?
No.
Just don't say bomb.
Just. You know what's funny? I saw something that says bomb. In the airport. It actually says cluster bomb.
Or like a magazine?
No, it's candy.
I was trying to think of what candy it could be.
Hey, officer, would you like one of these cluster bombs?
But yeah, I sell
It's
stuff
an
that says
explosion
bomb.
of flavor.
All right. Well, I guess
Yeah,
whichever staircase is closer.
Yeah.
They're about equidistant. It doesn't really matter. They're both staircases that eventually lead to the northern or southern ports. The ferries would be mostly in between either of them, so it's about the same either way.
Oh, okay.
And with this, there's lots of people who are beginning to, so it's getting a little bit crowded on these staircases, even as large as they are, but still.
I'd probably take up a lot of room.
Mhm.
We just head towards whichever one looks less crowded.
Yeah. Which
Yeah,
they're probably both crowded.
Yeah.
they are. They're getting more crowded as you get halfway because people who were coming up have also lost the use of the elevators, so they too, passing you guys on the right side, or your left.
Stick to the right.
So it takes you guys probably a good half an hour to get down the staircase, with all the foot traffic and everything.
So what
But
I
you do
missed?
get to the bottom.
The elevator was shut down.
Dog is still following behind you. Nobody has. I mean, you guys don't know where Ren went. He just vanished. You saw him
I feel
You
like we
might
can make
not
an
have even
educated guess.
really seen the bird fly away, but you saw him pop out of a rat, almost get arrested by 2 guards as the doors were beginning to close, and then everybody just vanishes. So before you guys even had a real chance to actually react to shit, he was gone.
I think we probably know
I feel
where
like
he
we
went.
can make a pretty good guess about where he went to.
He went back to mommy.
Mm-hmm. Do we want to try to find an empty alley and try to sending stone? Does that work between planes?
No.
They do not.
Well, do we want to like try and just get a boat? Because he's probably not gonna be back for a while. You
Yeah.
wrote yourself out of the story today.
Well, no, he wrote himself out of the story for next time.
Well, do we want to get
Or
a,
do we want to stay the night?
yeah,
It depends on what you do.
Yeah,
Even if you take a ferry, well, first of all, the ferries aren't running this late.
yeah. So we'll have to,
So we
even
have to stay the
even
night
if you
anyway.
did take a ferry, it would take all day, like 16 hours. It's a long trip, even by boat. Depending on which ferry you take, it might take more than a day because there are scenic ferries.
I say we don't take a scenic ferry.
you don't want to see the sights?
No, we're on a time
The
crunch.
scenic ferries are a little bit longer, are a little bit more comfortable, not as crowded.
Ooh.
The single day ferries are slightly cheaper, but you get packed in,
Less
Just
credit might be good for
crammed
you.
in. As you guys are looking at prices, basically. There are a few more expensive boats that you could just essentially hire if you wanted to throw some money around.
We had money.
You do have money.
Are you guys looking to charter a boat then? Like charter a yacht of some kind or something?
Or do you want to just take
Or
public
just take
transportation? How fancy do we want to be?
How much of a time crunch are we on?
Well, technically we're not on a time crunch. It's more of we just have a job.
Yeah.
We don't have a time limit. So to
Well,
per
You
se.
don't have a hard time limit.
Yeah.
You figure eventually something bad might happen.
Well, something bad did happen.
it's true.
Yeah, so it's
More
really
bad
hard to
things could
gauge
happen.
exactly how much of a crunch you're under.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm wondering how Ren's gonna find us.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
You could just plane shift into your mansion again.
Yeah, I guess, but I'm not casting it in here. Or I'm not going to cast it currently. Do we want to find an inn to stay at?
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because remember, magic is kind of a
Yeah.
You guys are staying at one of the inns?
yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, well, the inns would be back up top.
Ah, fuck.
There are a couple bars and things down below, but not so many places to actually sleep. Some of the bars do have rooms available, but depends on how dingy you want to sleep.
All right. Well, I guess we're going back up because I probably can't cast my mansion. So back up we go to find an inn.
Now go ahead and make a wisdom, just a straight wisdom roll.
10.
10. Okay. Yeah, I guess having seen that they dislike magic this much, you're not really sure whether or not they would know if you cast magic at all. But,
Probably safe bet not to.
yeah.
Are there citizens casting magic?
You would have seen a few things that looked like magic when you were at the casino, and a few like street vendors or street artists and buskers on occasion. But it is not something you saw widely used. You didn't notice a lot of people using magic. You didn't see any guards that appeared to be using magic of any kind. So the only thing you really know for sure is that they don't appear to appreciate non-humans. They don't have access to as much magic at the very least. And you haven't seen it widely used outside of like entertainment or these spectacles.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only things you know.
So no saying pizzazz.
Don't plan on it.
There's no pizzazz here.
It only works when I say it.
All right. Well, let's go to find an inn.
Okay, so you're not gonna go for one of the bars down below.
Nah.
You're gonna go up to. Okay. I mean, there are plenty of inns and fancier hotels. You could stay at the casino if you wanted to.
Looking
There
at
are,
you.
there are a few other casinos as well, but that one appeared to be one of the larger and brighter. It was essentially a central piece of the city. It was
We can stay at the
right
casino.
off the main thoroughfare.
That would be dangerous.
It would be dangerous. Let's just stay at a non-casino.
It's a safe bet.
Okay.
That way the house doesn't win.
What level of comfort are you looking for?
All right, guys. Alright, we don't
You
get.
could say at that casino, there are a couple other smaller casinos. There are regular hotels, and then just some inns, especially closer to the outskirts and the front gates of the city.
Right.
If you wanted to go that far away.
We're not gonna get my mansion level of comfort. So where do you want to go?
Get my treehouse?
No treehouse tonight.
I'd say like an intermediate.
Just intermediate. Do you want to stay at a casino or just an inn
I don't care.
or a hotel?
Probably just a hotel?
Yeah,
That'd be a
just
little
go,
bit cheaper.
just go to a hotel, I guess.
Okay. Alright, so you just walk into one of the hotels just off the main thoroughfare?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a nice looking place. It's not a dump. It doesn't look too fancy, but everybody there is, all the wait staff are dressed in neat uniforms and everything appears to be clean and well kept. They see you guys approaching. Hello! How many rooms would you like for the evening?
1, 2, 3. I guess 3.
I will say we have individual rooms, though we can't guarantee they're all together. We have a couple of different suites available if you'd like a suite with many different beds.
All right. Well,
We have a few that would suit 3 people, although I will say we will need extra for the dog.
all right.
Does she like just retransform at some point? Or how long does her transformation last?
Last
Up to
6 hours.
Okay.
It's been, at this point, with all the commotion, it's probably been about an hour and a half, maybe 2 since the transformation.
Okay.
Not, you have plenty of time left for.
Yeah.
That's cool. So I guess
We have the prince and princess suites, which would go for about 50 gold a person. And those come with a few complimentary snacks that we've provided for you, and some drinks that will be put into the room. We have a few higher levels if you're interested, but as far as suites go, that would be the basic level.
that work for you guys?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. All
Okay.
right.
So 150 gold then?
Here you go, buddy.
Excellent. We'll find a bellhop. Do you have any belongings that we'll need to carry for you all?
Nope.
Nope.
You got them perfectly
Excellent.
on
Then
us.
we'll have one of our bellhops show you to your room. And
Fancy.
yeah, let's see. And actually, hang on. I am thinking about something. Okay, a black dragonborn, actually, in a uniform, comes over and greets you all and says, "Right this way, everybody."
Hey, Dragonborn. Not a lot of those here. All right. Cool.
He does acknowledge it, but he turns and essentially ushers you guys to follow him.
All right.
Up a couple sets of stairs and onto the higher stories of this multi-story building. You guys travel up to about the third story. Third story. And there's opens the door, and you have a relatively large central room that appears to have a couple side rooms jutting off of it with beds.
Nice place.
Any terry cloth robes?
They do have robes.
I say that out of character.
Well, they do have the things provided for you. There is some silverware that is just already placed on set a table there. Some candles that have already been lit, it appears. Things of that nature. Lamps and candles.
Fancy schmancy.
Yes. And if you have need of anything else or would like food brought up to you, we have our kitchen staff on wait. Although they are about to close because it is about that time.
That'll be
we
alright.
have
Yeah.
breakfast. We can have breakfast provided for you all in the morning if you so choose. Otherwise, we have some snacks and drink prepared for you already. And if you have any other questions, please feel free to come back down to the front desk. Is there anything
Alright.
I can help you with?
No.
So, thank you all for your patronage. She gives a slight bow and walks away.
Alright, guys, I guess we're crashing until Ren comes back.
Alright, the door closes and Muse pops out of dark form. Oh my god, where did he go?
He was an idiot. What do you expect?
Why did he turn into a rat, though? Wasn't he a bird?
Was bird.
Oh.
He's not very smart about.
For a smart guy, he's not very smart.
You should teach him about how to choose animal forms.
Yeah, we should definitely turn him into a druid. Are you guys doing anything before you hit the hay? They
Eating
have-
snacks.
Yeah, they have
I
some.
want to chow on a
They have a
rope.
few dried meats, a couple a thing of grapes there, and some hot bread. A couple loaves of hot bread,
Oh, your bread.
as well as some basic ale. It's not bad. It's not good either.
I'm gonna try on one of those robes.
Okay. They're not super fancy. They're essentially, they're kind of fancy for you guys because it's been forever since you guys have had towels, period, or anything. But they're basically just washcloths. They're not dingy. They're well cleaned.
Mm.
They will dry you. They're not the most comfortable to just sit in.
As if I don't lay around my mansion in a robe.
It's not. It's very uncomfortable compared to your state of living in your mansion. Yes.
Yeah.
Like a pauper.
Do you want me to cast the mansion in here?
Is there room?
Of course.
There's room anywhere. There's room
Yeah.
for a door.
I need a room for a door.
Huh.
There's
Please.
tons of spaces.
Why did we get such a nice place then?
I don't know. It's not like it matters.
Alright, are you just casting the mansion anyway?
Yep.
Okay.
I put on the door outside the door.
Do not disturb.
Yeah, do not disturb, so that
Okay.
we don't have wait staff or anyone coming in,
Okay.
because I don't want them to see our mansion.
Alright, sounds good. Alright, as you do that, you cast the mansion, and then you guys go to sleep.
Yep.
Doing anything before that?
Putting on a fancier robe.
Yeah, definitely. Tossing that thing
Okay. You toss it back outside or
in the fireplace.
What?
okay.
Why?
Because I feel like it.
And the fire does your mansion have a fireplace?
It's got one in every room.
Okay.
They may charge us for that.
Yeah.
Like we can afford it.
Literally bring money over there.
Yeah.
I have an extra robe. I'll leave it. Okay.
Jeez, why are you gonna throw it in the fireplace? What did it do to you?
How fancy
It
is
rubs
this
my
hotel?
skin the wrong way.
It's pretty nice. It's not.
That robe you're gonna leave isn't good enough because theirs is gonna have like it embroidered. Their like logo
Is
embroidered
this
on
like
it.
a
It's
hotel?
not embroidered.
Okay. Like I said, this place is not fancy enough to have that.
No.
Now my mansion, all of the robes have embroidery for whoever's wearing it. It magically changes to whoever has it.
In sequence.
Yeah, and
What happens
sequins.
if two people put on one robe?
Well, one, that's going to be an interesting sight to behold. But
It's
two,
gonna have to happen now.
You and I can totally fit in a rope together.
yeah. I mean, I guess it'll be a one name on one side, one name on the other. Or on the both, it's got both names.
Muse hearing all this talk goes ahead and gets a robe on. She's like, somebody?
I'll do it.
All right. Hops in the robe. What's it say?
On the back, it's got Muse and your name. I can't remember it off the top of my head now.
Lily.
Yeah,
Lily.
Lily. Yeah, it's just got it. Just blue, Muse and Lily, and tons of sequins.
Or it could combine the names.
Nah, it's got an and, like
Moosey.
a fancy and.
Okay. A very nice ampersand.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Moosily.
Does that look like the D&D ampersand?
yeah. You know, thematic.
All right. So you guys do that, have fun with your robes, and then go to sleep, I guess. Take a long rest. Back in the Feywild, your parents have recently, just a moments ago, knocked out these two port guards that you brought to the Feywild with you. They're currently just making sure they're still alive. And your mother is checking up on them while your father looks at you. So, son,
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Dad.
nice to see you again.
Good to see you too. It's been.
Like 2 days.
Oh, it's been really
It's
short,
been
hasn't
about a week and a half.
It's been shorter than normal.
Yes, it's good to see you so soon. Glad to see you coming home and brought some friends. Always nice to meet new people. Not so nice when they're. Who are they?
Well, I got in a bit of a bind in a city.
They haven't
Back
taken your
there.
handcuffs yet.
Okay,
So
I got in a bit of a bind.
see
So
that?
I was trying to. There's a city where most people are human, and I would stood out. I tried to hide by turning into animals, and at one point I tried turning into a rat. They attacked me, and then upon me turning back into myself, accused me of some type of traitorous stuff, and handcuffed me.
Yes, that all sounds perfectly normal, doesn't it, dear? Yeah. You. Never should have let you leave the house the first time. All right.
Well, to be fair, it wasn't on purpose the first time either.
Yes. This is happening far too often.
Yeah.
So, what are we supposed to do with these two poor fellows?
Well,
Because it sounds like the minute you go back, they're going to arrest you again.
I don't think that should be too much of a problem. I can drop them off just outside the city gates and then kind of scamper away as a bird. Not a rat this time.
You'll just drop them off.
Yes.
What are we supposed to do with them? We can keep them bound, but they're going to wake up.
Well, I was.
We can't, dearie, we can't keep beating them senseless. That's not right.
I'm sure I can figure out. I'm sure I can find something like a sleeping tonic in my library to make.
Oh dear. You've had so much trouble with magic. How are you going to make a potion? When's the last time you studied potions? You always hated that class.
Yeah, Ron.
I was about to say, well, my teacher was kind of a jerk.
Just had your best interest in mind.
Now, we can try, but I haven't brewed potions outside of basic healing in forever. Again, your mom has an exasperated look, and your dad is just doing the sweep through the hair. Just go. Are you hungry? Are you thirsty?
I'd love some dinner.
Well, dear, it's breakfast, but your sister's in the kitchen. She's probably still eating. Just go. It's nice to have you home.
It's nice to be back.
They start. As you go into the kitchen, you hear your dad say to your mom, "Where do we keep the rope again?" That's the last thing you hear them as they start cleaning.
No.
These poor unconscious guards. Oh God.
Does his mom answer next to the bed?
No, he doesn't hear it. He stopped listening. I mean, he may have just been asking about literal rope. You don't know. How you choose to interpret it is your problem, you pervert.
Does time pass at the same rate in both planes?
Yes.
Yes.
Normally. There was that one time, but normally.
Yes.
Because it helps keep my sanity in check. Walker, roll a D100 and see how many years late you are.
Also, do the sending stones work across planes?
No.
No,
Okay.
not at all. Yep. So, you're just sitting there eating breakfast. There's some oatmeal and eggs. Your sister's just fucked it up again, huh? Big
Shut
bro.
up, bitch.
Is he still in cuffs? Did they ever take him out of the handcuffs?
No, they didn't. You're still in your handcuffs. Actually, yeah, you're just looking at there's oatmeal and there's eggs that are on the table, and she's eating them in front of you. But you're just standing there, hands behind your back.
I'm like, shut up, bitch, and I polymorph into something really small to get out of the cuffs.
Make a dexterity check to see if you can polymorph.
Does polymorph need that?
Need somatic? Oh, Christ. Polymorph. Polymorph?
Goddamn my end.
Polymorph. VSM.
Okay.
So yes.
I feel like most spells are just
Damn
like
it.
that.
No.
What'd you roll?
5.
You fuck it up. And you just, yeah.
Oh wait, I couldn't have done that anyway because well, no, I could have. That took.
Yeah, the spell
One.
fails.
Okay. Try this again. Wiggle my hand around.
You're supposed to be the one that's good with magic.
That's the exact same thing I rolled.
At this point, she's just nerd. Let me help you, big bro. She comes over. She'll see if she can. She takes out a hair clip and sees if she can pick the lock. Natural fucking 20.
Right.
Can we swap Ren for his sister?
For real. We have enough magic users anyways.
Yeah, she takes the cuffs off immediately. There. You want to keep these?
No.
Are you sure? You might could use
Cool.
them.
I'll make sure to use these on you later. She pockets them.
Runs into that kinky shit.
With my sister.
Oh,
Real kinky.
This isn't one of those.
Yeah.
This isn't fucking sword art.
Yeah.
Right, I forgot about that.
If only
I
Sierra
was
was here
so
to do
close
that.
to getting you to fucking spit take. So close.
I had totally forgotten about that flower. What the fuck were they thinking?
Good times. Such a shit show.
They were thinking they wished that incest was more mainstream. You know, for a friend.
Like Game of Thrones.
Okay. With that out of the way, as you hear some thumping sounds as your parents start dragging these poor guys to some fucking room upstairs, we'll go ahead and end the session there.
Okay.
Whoo, man.
What a ride, guys. That really took off there at the end.
Yes.
Wow. How does it always end with you on another fucking plane?
Because that's just go-to.
It is a
You
go-to.
know,
Every
You
time we
really
get in
should have
trouble.
a better escape plan. Literally anything else.
I mean, it's a pretty damn good escape plan.
Is it though? What if next time the willing creature is something worse than a poor guard? And it's in your fucking home.
I'm just wondering why you chose rat.
Rat in a city. Not a good combination.
Yeah.
Could have gone with something, anything.
A roach
Cat.
would have been better.
Dog.
Bird.
Bird again. Even a bat. So many things.
It shows.
Literally
Alright.
could have been a swarm of insects. You went with a rat.
It's like,
You went with a rat. And went straight to the elevator through a crowd of people.
Well, at least he didn't turn himself into a grizzly bear like I did.
That would have been better.
If you had been a grizzly bear the whole time, it probably would have been not as bad.
We could have been a traveling
Or
circus.
if you'd just been a rat the whole time with somebody, not as bad as just a rat who comes out from a fucking alley, runs in the main street, and tries to get on an elevator. Of course they're just gonna try and kick the fuck out of you. I'm somewhat saddened it wasn't the random fucking citizen that tried to kick you, but it was so much better than everything else. Oh.
And you seem to have the whole casino thing planned out.
I have a lot of things planned out. When you least expect it.
See, now I'm trying to.
We also just throw you curveballs.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's much more interesting.
You know, I'm glad I at least had a general idea of how strong your parents were. Or
So you said they're level.
they're at least I'd always said it that they were at least 10th level.
Okay.
Just out of shape.
Yeah.
And they're probably higher by now.
Mhm.
I'd say realistically they're probably at least your level, if not higher.
Okay.
You were stronger than your parents for a little bit.
Yeah, so you just go on.
Very technically speaking. Very technically speaking. You can cast more powerful spells on a good day. Alright.
Oh man.
Fucking end it there.
Now I
Thank
know what
you.
you had
I
set
don't
up
know
for
if
us
we had
to
any
go wrong in
viewers.
the
The stream
casino.
might have failed there at the end, but that's cool.
Huh?
Stream might have failed halfway through. I'm not sure. I'm
Yeah,
glad
my
I
internet
record
died for a
things
little
now.
while.
Yeah, same here.
Alright. Well, thanks anybody who actually watched up to this point. See you next 2 weeks from now. See you 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.